Hello friends, welcome to our channel Data Science Lovers. In this video, we will see how to draw simple graphs and simple plots with the help of Matplotlib library. This is our Jupyter notebook. The drawing of plots and graphs is a part of data visualization. Here we have considered two different data frames for your reference and for the illustration purpose only. First of all, we will import our necessary libraries such as Pandas, Numpy and Matplotlib library. And we will import our data frame 1 and data frame 2. So if I have a look at our data frame 1, then this is our data frame 1, and if I have a look at our data frame 2, then this is our data frame 2. So here we will see how to draw simple line plot, bar graph, horizontal bar graph, scatter plot and bubble plot. So these are the syntaxes to draw the graphs and plots. First of all, if we come to the line plot, then we will use the data frame 2 here for line plot, and the syntax is plt.plot and the x-axis elements and y-axis elements, means what we have to put on our x-axis and what we have to put on our y-axis. For this we have to choose the columns from the data frames. So from data frame 2 we consider the year experience column for x-axis, and for y-axis we will consider the salary column from the same data frame. If I run this, then you can see this is a simple line graph. If you want to remove this line, then we can use the plt.show function and run this. The line has been removed, or we can write a colon here, the line has been removed. So this is a simple line graph, and this is the syntax for line graph with some additional components which I will tell you later. And now to draw a bar graph, we will use the data frame 1. I am showing the columns of the data frame 1, which are these columns. So the syntax to draw the bar graph is plt.bar and the x-axis elements and the y-axis elements. On x-axis we will show the species column of data frame 1, and on y-axis we will show the sample length column from the same data frame. As you can see, this is a simple bar graph. We can also use these components which I will tell you later. So next is horizontal bar graph, which is similar to the vertical bar graph. This is vertical bar graph, and the syntax is we will again use the data frame 1 here. I am showing the top 2 records for your reference only, and the syntax is plt.barh, h means horizontal, and the x-axis elements and the y-axis elements. On x-axis we will choose the species again from df1 data frame, and for y-axis we will choose again the sample length. If I run this, then you can see this is the horizontal bar graph, and this is the vertical bar graph. The next one is scatter plot. Again we will use the data frame 1 here. We don't have to use this command every time. I am using this add function just for your reference only, just to show the column names. Now the syntax to draw a scatter plot is plt.scatter and the x-axis elements and the y-axis elements. For x-axis, if we choose the sample length, and for y-axis if we choose the sample width, then we will write like this. So as you can see, this is the simple scatter plot with two different columns of a data frame. The bubble plot is similar to the scatter plot but with a little difference. The syntax of bubble plot is plt.scatter, which is similar to scatter plot, and the accesses elements in this we will choose the petal length and the petal width. So this is the bubble plot, which is similar to the scatter plot. So you can use any columns or any data frame to draw these plots of your choice. Now if we come to our second syntax of each plot and graph, then let's see how it works. This is the syntax, simple syntax, and if I write the color component here, then see what will happen. If I write color equal to green and run this, then you can see that the color of the line has been changed to green. By default it was of blue color. The next component is line width. If you want to change the width of our line, as by default is a thin line, if I write line width equal to 10, then you can see the change in the width of our line. The next is marker. Marker means if we want to put some sign here, as the line width is more, we have to decrease it to show the marker, and as you can see that the markers are shown here. Now we can also increase the size of marker or decrease the size of marker by writing the marker size only. If I write marker size equal to 10, then you can see that the size of markers has been increased. So these are the other components of line plots. If we come to the bar graph, then there are two more components. By default the color of the bar graph is blue. We can change the color to yellow or to Camry like this, and we can also change the width of these bars. If I write width equal to 0.1, then you can see the change. If I write width equal to 0.5, then you can see the change again. So these are other components for the bar graph. Similarly, for horizontal bar graph, we can use the color component. If I choose color equal to B, means it will show in dark blue color. If we come to the scatter plot, then there are three components which we can use. The first one is color. By default, if you see, the dots are of blue color, and if you want to change the color to green, then we will write the color equal to G, means green. The next is size of the dots. If we write s equal to 10, then you can see size has been decreased. If I write size equal to 100, then you can see size has been increased. You can see the change in difference of the size. We can also use the component edgecolor. Edgecolor, if you see that the edges of each dots has been colored by red. We can also use any color here. If I write yellow, then you can see the change again. So these are the additional components that we can use for scatter plot. Now if we come to bubble plot, then these are the additional components. If I use the color components, Then I will use the random function here from Numpy library, and in bracket we have to write the length of our column. So if I check what is the length of my column, then I will use the shape function. The length of my column is 150, so I will write 150 here. So as you can see, all dots are of different color. Now while in scatter plots, all dots are of same colors. As you can see the difference. So this is the difference between a bubble plot and a scatter plot. Similarly, in bubble plot also we can adjust the size of the dots as 20, or I can write 200. As you can see the change, and we can also add the second component. Edge color means the colors which we want to see on the edges of each dot. I have chosen red here. As you can see the change. If I choose the blue here, then you can see the change. So these are the components for bubble plots. You can add more components. You can learn these components from the Matplotlib library documentation. Please subscribe to the channel for the latest videos and the project related videos.